Kakalosh Boker Tov. We're continuing with halachot of koshering the different utensils for Pesach. When we're talking about anything to do with glass, so we know that the minhag of Sfaradim is a glass does not bolea, does not absorb, and therefore, since it does not absorb, you're able to use utensils, glass utensils that you used for the weekday, or for, we're going to say, whether it's going to be even for chametz, you could use it for Pesach without any problem, and you don't even have to kasher it. So the reason why is because since it's not boleh, it does not absorb, so therefore there's no problem whatsoever. Ashkenazim do have a chumrah that they hold that glass is considered kli cheres, and therefore they could still use it if they do agala 3 times. They will be able to use it. If we're talking about obviously things which was used, for example, Derelex or Pyrex or things like that, which was used in heat, and therefore they could actually do agala 3 times and they would be able to use it. But for Sfaradim, we don't even have to do that, because once we're talking about glass does not absorb. Just so that way we could remember. Okay? Now we're talking about cups. Let's say we're talking about drinking cups. Right? What do you mean the drinking cups? For example, so now this also applies obviously to plates and also to glasses. Glasses, right, even more so, because usually glasses is not used in heat, which means that even if you're going to have beer, which is 100% chametz in your cup, so therefore it's no problem. But even in plates would be the same halacha, because again, for glass, there's no problem whatsoever. It does not absorb, and therefore you could always use glass, whether it's for meat and milk or for other things as well, because glass does not absorb. Please remember that. That's especially by plates. It's for Sfaradim, right? Especially by plates. When it's talking about Pyrex or Duralex, here you actually have a machloket in Shitat Maran. Some people wanted to say in Shitat Maran that when do we say that glass is not bolea? Only in something, for example, a plate or anything like that, which does not go into the oven. But if it's going to be a klidi shon, like for example a Pyrex, some people wanted to say that it's a problem. However, though, Shitat of Rav Ovadia Yosef is that there's no problem of glass, of any type of glass whatsoever, right? There's a primigadim, there's this, there's that, which means that there's no problems to do with glass. When we're talking about now sinks, right? When we're talking about the sink, so the way that we kosher the sink is we're going downwards, working upwards, which means we first kosher with irui klidi shon, which means that we're pouring boiling hot water from a klidi shon to the bottom of the sink, and we're working upwards. That's how we're going to kosher. Now, when we're actually talking about the faucet, what we do is that, again, and this is talking about after you've already cleaned the sink and you haven't used it for 24 hours. When we're talking about the faucet, what we do is that the way that it became chametz, we're going to kosher it. How did it become chametz? Many times you come and you put, whether it's boiling hot pasta or things like that, right underneath the faucet, and then you turn on the cold water. All this heat, this vapor comes up, and now it's going to make a chametz. So the way that kasher it is that we turn on the hot water, and you have the hot water coming from the inside, coming out. And then you pour boiling hot water, irui klidi shon, also on the outside of the faucet. And therefore you're koshering it from the inside and the outside. By koshering it also from the inside and the outside, you're actually koshering the faucets, and then the faucets are going to be permitted to use as well. When we're talking about, and the last halakha that we're going to mention now is the microwave. Okay, when we're talking about the microwave, we know that there's a lot of machlokot in the microwave, and therefore if you can, you shouldn't use it. However, though, if you needed to use your microwave on Pesach, the heter way of actually koshering the microwave is as follows, right? If there's a general rule, kibolo kach polto, the way that it absorbs, that's the way that you're going to get it out as well. Now, by the microwave, how does it become chametz, or how does it become anything? It's because of the ziyah. The ziyah is the steam which is coming up. There's actually a machloket, right, in Isur Veter, how do you kosher the steam? So therefore, can you kosher steam with steam? So therefore, the way that you're supposed to do it is that you're going to use, again, the kitagrasa that we're talking about, the anti-grease types of products to clean out the entire microwave. And after cleaning out the entire microwave, you're going to take a glass cup filled with soap, and you're going to heat it up. When you're going to heat it up, you have to make sure that it heats up enough that it's going to bubble up. Bubble up means that you have that all the steam is coming up with this soap that is coming up throughout the entire microwave. After you've done that, maybe wait 2 or 3 minutes before you open up the door of the microwave, because it's actually very dangerous. You have to be careful, and also all the water will come out. And then what you do is that after it's already bubbled and the steam with the soap has come and is actually gone on the top of the microwave, and therefore it's actually kashered it, you could use the microwave. Even with that, it is still better to always cover the food. And once you're always covering the food, you will be safe, right? And you'll see in the halakha, they bring down about making some type of a box I don't know how much exactly is that going to be practical that you would make a box inside of a microwave, but if you could do it, why not? But if not, you always make sure that the food is covered. If the food is always going to be covered anyway, so therefore you have much more of what to rely on when you're doing this microwave. The actual glass plate of the microwave, we already mentioned, glass does not need to be kosher. So therefore that glass does not need to be kosher. All you have to do is just wash it out and that's it. But you're doing the bubbling of the water for the steam. That the steam should kosher everything else that's going to be in the microwave, and that's how you're going to do the microwave. So now we've actually finished whether it's going to be, whether it's the stove top, right, the oven, the microwave, and the sink. We've done the fridge and freezer, which is very, very simple. So Bli Neder will try to continue after that.